Welcome back, everyone. This is Money Moves episode 3, and we will be talking about where the billions and millions of dollars are going. So let's dive in. Jeff Bezos and OpenAI invest in robot startup Physical Intelligence at a $2.4 billion valuation. Physical Intelligence, a robot startup based in San Francisco, has raised $400 million at a $2.4 billion post-money valuation, the company confirmed to CNBC. Investors include Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, OpenAI, Thrive Capital, and Lux Capital, a physical intelligence spokesperson said. The startup focuses on bringing general-purpose AI into the physical world per its website, and it aims to do this by developing large-scale artificial intelligence models and algorithms to power robots. The startup spent the past 8 months developing a general-purpose AI model for robots, the company wrote in a blog post. Physical Intelligence hopes that the model will be the first step towards its ultimate goal of developing artificial general intelligence, AGI. So with Jeff Bezos backing this company and OpenAI, this company could be something to be on the lookout for, but I'll make sure to keep you updated. In the next Money Moves news, wealth fund INA and VC firm Granite plan to invest $1.2 billion in Indonesia tech. Indonesia's sovereign wealth fund INA and Singapore-based venture capital firm Granite Asia said on Monday they will jointly invest up to $1.2 billion in Indonesia's technology sector and in businesses with strong ties to the Southeast Asian nation. The firm said in a joint statement that the investments will span both equity and hybrid capital. The statement did not say how much of the $1.2 billion will be shouldered by the two entities or over what period of time the investments will be made. It also did not name any intended beneficiaries. In more Money Moves news, Deep Route raises $100 million in a push to beat Tesla's FSD in China. Deep Route AI, a Shenzhen-based autonomous driving technology startup, raised $100 million from Great Wall Motor. The startup aims to get its automated driving systems into as many vehicles in China before Tesla takes off next year, according to a Reuters report. Alibaba-backed Deep Route originally pursued Level 4 robotaxi R&D and development, but in 2022, the company shifted its strategy to focus on producing Level 2 Plus and Level 3 autonomous technology instead. The SAE defines Level 4 systems as ones that can drive themselves in certain conditions without needing a human to take over. Level 2 Plus and Level 3 are driver assistance systems that require a human to remain attentive. Deep Route told TechCrunch the startup will use the money to develop end-to-end visual language action models which can directly interpret visual and language inputs to make driving decisions without separate steps needed for perception, planning, and control. Deep Route also plans to use the funds to explore the possibilities for a future robotaxi business globally and to collaborate with more automakers. So it looks like Deep Route is going to have a tall task to take on Tesla because in April, they were approved to roll out their FSD in China in 2025. So it will be very interesting to see how this one plays out because people do love Teslas as much as they love the Chinese-made vehicles out there. They also love the Teslas and the FSD. And because of the success that it has had here in the US, it could have the same out there in China. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. In more Money Moves news, Faber launches third VC fund with $34 million in the first close and they aim for $64 million. Lisbon-based venture firm Faber has become the latest to double down on the region. It recently launched its third fund, marking a first close of 31 million euros, which is about $3.9 million. The fund is anchored by the European Investment Fund, EIF, and has received major contributions from the NATO Innovation Fund and Portugal's CAIxa Capital, as well as family offices. It is aiming to raise 60 million euros, which is about $64.2 million in total. The new fund, titled Faber Tech Fund 3, will target pre-seed and seed stage startups in deep tech, AI, robotics, and biotech across Southern Europe and selectively across other European countries. In more Money Moves news, flying taxi company gets $50 million from Citibank. Air taxi company Eve Air Mobility has received a $50 million loan from Citibank to support the research and development program of the eVTOL vehicle company. Eve Air also recently secured $88 million in a loan from the Brazil National Development Bank to fund the development of the electric aerial vehicle maker. Eve Air also has an order of up to 50 of its EAVs from the largest helicopter air charter service in Japan, as AirX Inc. signed a letter of intent to purchase 10 EAVs with an option to purchase 40 more and announced the launch of the Greater Tokyo area's first eVTOL test field, the Urban Air Mobility Center. Next up we have NAPTA AI raises $6 million to lead the evolution of AGI towards a web of trillions of cooperating agents. Napta AI, a cutting-edge platform that orchestrates multiple AI agents to optimize performance and drive innovation, announced a $6 million pre-seed raise co-led by Arch Capital and Cyberfund. This pre-seed raise is substantial for an initial fundraise of outside capital, positioning Napta AI at the forefront of the next evolution of artificial intelligence. This funding round is a crucial step in advancing the next evolution of artificial intelligence, transitioning from a focus on isolated large language models to interconnected and specialized multi-agent systems, creating collaborative, adaptive, and economically beneficial agentic networks utilizing multi-agent universal intelligence. So we are definitely going to see a lot more money continuing to be poured into AI, whether that's with data centers or companies building robots or companies helping to secure those robots or secure different platforms. AI is going to be big as we close out the end of 2024 and all through 2025. I believe it's going to receive even more funding. So we shall see where that money goes when that time comes. In more Money Moves news, fiber mergers rage on with Bell Canada buying Ziply Fiber for $7 billion. Bell Canada announced it was acquiring Ziply Fiber for $3.6 billion in cash plus the assumption of debt, resulting in a transaction value of about $5.1 billion. This deal follows Verizon's recent announcement that it's acquiring Frontier for $20 billion. The announcement between Bell Canada and Ziply would make Bell the third largest fiber internet services provider in North America after AT&T and Verizon. Currently, AT&T passes 28 million locations with fiber and Verizon passes 17.8 million. After close of the Ziply deal, Bell Canada will have about 9 million fiber locations, combining its 7.7 million locations in Canada with Ziply's 1.3 million in the US. And in more Money Moves news related to flying taxis, flying taxi company raises another $318 million at a $1 billion total. Air taxi developer Beta Technologies in Burlington, Vermont has raised $318 million in a Series C equity round, bringing the total raise to more than $1 billion. The new funding is aimed at propelling certification of the Beta Alea electric aerial vehicles and electric motors and supporting the ramp-up of production and delivery of flying vehicles and chargers, according to the company. Beta has added more than 30 charging stations along the east, west, and Gulf Coast with each Florida installation, including a level 3 fast charger located inside the fence, known as Airside, for use by EAVs and electric airport ground vehicles. And to give you a little bit more visual insight on what Beta Technologies website looks like and their EAVs, this is it right here. So you got this video playing in the background and that EAV right there with Beta Technologies. They also got their chargers there, so they're doing some very interesting things with this company. Also scrolling down, this is what the rest of the website looks like. So that was just an update to give you some insight on where a lot of the money is going in the world of technology. Of course, we got a lot more money rolling in for AI, and some money is rolling in for air taxis as well. I believe they're going to receive a lot more in 2025. Then we also had fiber, and then we had a little bit of AI tech. But one thing you don't want to do is miss out on where the money is going, because these are going to be companies that could be propelling the world of technology forward. So in order to stay informed and to stay updated, like the video, subscribe, and tell a friend that these are the things they should know happening in the world of technology.